Hi everyone. Good afternoon from Vienna. Hi, hey me. Oh, you can hear me. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Jasna. I was curious, and you can see me. Excellent, excellent. Oh, it's so nice to see you, people. There's like 1 minute left before we officially kick off. But in the meantime, so I see we have 6 people here. Tell us where where are you from? So where are you from joining us? So I am sitting in Vienna, Montenegro, wonderful Riga, Montenegro. I'm in Vienna, in Austria. It's a beautiful day, so I'm watching through the window. So that's why my looking that way. The weather is really, really nice. It's hot. It's finally, so now we can complain that it's too hot. You know, a few days ago, it was just rainy weeks after weeks. And then everybody was like, oh my God, this is not what we expected for spring, especially now that the lockdowns are more or less over and that we can go back a little bit and enjoy being outdoor, enjoy meeting other people, going for coffee. You know, it's been like a year and a half in Austria, and it was lockdown after lockdown after lockdown. So it feels good to be back. It feels good to meet people, of course, here virtually, but as well, you know, outside, fresh air, good coffee. Hi, Sue. Oh, nice to see so many familiar faces here. We're gonna wait a couple of more minutes to have you all. Kara, thank you. Oh, yeah, Kara was, as you can see, she was here last year. So last year, I will tell you all about it. It was the first time I participated at the Women Tech Conference online. And it was a wonderful, wonderful session. I got the chance to meet hundreds of amazing women across the world who were inspired by my mission, 1,000 women, and they were so curious about it. And they basically, I would like to say, this is the stage where it all happened. So I'm really, really glad, grateful, happy, excited to be here. I hope you can hear the excitement. As some of you know, so I have a 9-week-old daughter. She's in another room. My friend came around to be with her while I give this talk, because this mission is very close to my heart. It's important, and I hope that you get the most out of it, and that you can, you know, rock your world and start your own missions, because that's the reason why we are here. So I want to inspire all of you here today to start creating your own missions, your own causes, and to be true to this word where we say always the phrase, I would say, make the world a better place. Yeah, be the change you want to see in the world. Yes, that all sounds like great, amazing, nice, you know, to put it as a poster on your wall. But what is exactly that you can do, basically, to go forward, you know, and do something, and feel like every morning when you wake up, you're contributing to that cause. You're making the world a better place. You're creating opportunities for others. You're creating to these changes. Thank you, Veronica. Happy to see so many familiar faces here. Are you excited as I am? So type in the chat if you're excited. Yes, if you're excited to be here. I thank you all for joining. And right now, thank you, Samara, Jasna, Kara, wonderful, wonderful. Before we start, so I already gave you a little bit intro. So what is this mission all about? So 1,000 women. So my mission for 2020 was to inspire 1,000 women in tech and beyond with my story. And I want to give you a little task. So while I'm talking, you can think of that. And of course, if you want to post it, if you know already the answer, you can post it in the chat. Please feel free, or you can just later on send me a message via LinkedIn. So more or less, we are all connected on LinkedIn. If not, please, let's connect and let's chat. Let's see what's your mission for this year. Please share. So I was thinking end of 2019, beginning of 2020, what is that? There was this, you know, this fire inside me. There was this untold story inside me. There was a story that wanted to come out. There was me wanted to go out and start talking. So I hope you had this. You have this. I know you have it. I had it. It was, deep down. I was, it was covered with all other, daily activities that we have. I was, climbing the corporate ladder. I traveled around Europe and the US. I've been managing teams in across Central Eastern Europe. I made it to, as we would say, to the top. So, and I enjoyed working in tech, and I enjoy still working in tech, and I enjoy working with people and making bridges, building communities. So this is a short introduction. So I'm in tech. I'm a speaker. I'm a mentor, and I recently started my own YouTube channel called Making It in Austria. So I invite people like myself who made it in Austria from 0 to 100 to the top to share their stories, to inspire all of you here. So this is one of the missions that I have for this year. And so I came to the top and I was thinking, so what's next? What's next for me? So is there something else that I would like to do beyond going to the office and making these incredible products and talking to the customers and so on and so forth? Is there something else that I would like to do aside? What is that I would like to, as you call the legacy? Is there something that I would like to give back? So I want to give back to the community. I want to give back to the world, because throughout my whole life, there were people who were believing in me, who were saying, yeah, you are talent, you can do things, you can move things. So for me, as a person coming from a very, very, very small village back in northern part of Bosnia, coming to Austria and starting from zero, basically without contacts, without job, without knowing the language, together with my husband, with less than 10,000 euros in our pocket, coming here and starting all over from the beginning, because we believed that we can make the difference, and that we can do something, that we can, do something for ourselves. Firstly take care of ourselves, grow outside of what we already know, and hopefully find a way to give back to the community. And for me, in 2020 was the point when I felt, okay, I can do it now, and I can go out and I can share my story as a first thing, and then hopefully with that I can inspire others to start sharing their stories and start creating their own missions and their own causes, by combining many things together. So that idea with Mission 1000 Women is a part of like a larger vision. So 10 years vision that I have in a way to support back community and support girls and education back in Bosnia and Herzegovina, because I believe, and most of you are here proof of it, that the education is the best way how to move out from poverty, move out from not being able to access to things in the world, and not being asked for your opinion. So education is the way forward, and education helped me along the way to be here and talk to all of you amazing people across the world. I'm here because of that, because I believe that even though if I'm coming from a very, very, very small beginnings, if I'm like studying hard, if I'm putting my best, and if I'm showing up, that there will be, opportunities out there for me, and there will be people showing up and in my life that will believe in my cause, and that they will say, okay, I will support you along the way. And now it's my time to basically to give back, and that can be done through many things. One of the initiatives is the 1000 Women. This year, my mission is that making it in Austria and building up a new community of amazing people like yourself that came to Austria, started from scratch. You have managers, you have entrepreneurs, you have CEOs, you have many, many people out there who came across the world, came to Vienna and started from the scratch. And they are now as well, like I'm doing, sharing their stories, and they're inspiring others to do the best they can. So in beginning of 2020, I was thinking, okay, there's this mission, so that the cause, like as we said, education, women, girls, tech that I care about, and what are the skills, what are the things, how can I bring this message forward, what are the skills that I could improve as well. And speaking, for instance, and improving my communication skills was always on top of my agenda, but I was, like, as I said, like busy in my business world, and I was thinking how I can merge and how I can combine these things, because it's close to my heart. And so I'm giving back to the community. I'm sharing my knowledge. I'm opening up my network. I'm mentoring other women and men as well. And I'm also learning. So I'm learning new skills. I'm learning. It's not like repeating. I'm learning, like communicating with you. I remember back in the beginning of 2020, posting a video of myself. Just like that. It was like no way. There's no video. There's no presentation. There's no interview of me in a casual form. Let's say, apart from the Internet of Things available online, and everything started back with 2020 mission 1,000 women. And exactly here, and exactly here at the Women Tech Network back then, a year ago, is when the mission started. Basically, when it all came together. So when I met Anna back in March, just before the first lockdown in Austria. I met Anna Rodulowski, who's the founder and CEO of this wonderful conference. And I met her in Vienna, and I told her, look, I want to share my story, and I'm looking for the stages. I'm looking for the opportunities to tell my story, and looking for stages to inspire others and bring more women, kind of creating this sort of sisterhood in the tech world, and of course beyond. Nowadays everything is tech. In the future, everything will be software. So beyond, and I'm looking for like kind of ally sisters across the world that want to do the same, and I'm looking for the platforms that I can spread my word. And that's how she gave me the contacts, and we exchanged the contacts through LinkedIn. And later on, I applied to speak at this wonderful conference and spread the word. And the rest is basically, the rest is history, in the sense that when I came there and when I shared my story, so many people, so many women, picked it up, and they said they wanted to know more. They wanted to know, why is this so important to me? Why is that matter to me? Why now? They wanted to hear all of my story, and I did from there lots of interviews and podcasts and workshops and on different topics. And now I want to ask you, hi everyone, I see so many amazing comments here. And now comes the task for you to think about it, is what is this cause that you care about? And you can share it here, or you can share, basically, you can write it somewhere, if you have pen and paper. So think about it. What is this one thing that you really, really, really care about? It can be, bringing more women in the tech industry. It can be sharing your experience that you have maybe in tech that is completely different than anyone else has, what's been shared. Maybe it's, that you care about the climate change. Maybe you care about the green energy. So what is this one cause that doesn't let you keep sleep? It's like, it wakes you up in the night and you say, okay, there is this burning desire inside of me that I want to tell the world, and please think about, what is this cause? That's one thing. So one thing is always, think about, okay, what is that? And the second, we need, how do you get there? So how do you get there? How do you spread your cause? What are the skills, maybe, probably, like in my case, like speaking, communication. So what are the skills that can help you, that you already have, and as well, some of them that you improve because you want to grow as well together with your mission. So what are these skills that you can do? How can you do that? Maybe you can do a film, make a movie. Maybe you can start, in podcast. Maybe you can have your YouTube channel, and because, apart from this, is like building your side business, your side gig. You're successful in your business at the moment, and maybe you're doing something completely different what you care about, and that's perfectly fine. I work in IT, software, IoT industry, and I do something completely different than I'm doing here now, building the communities. But it all comes together once you go back and have a big picture, because it's always about us, about me being in service, being in service, sharing the message, building the community, connecting people. Those are the topics that I'm very, very passionate about. I'm not a recruiter, I'm not a coach, I'm just a person that wants to make the difference in world, basically, and wants to do my fair share part in this world, and leave something behind me, so that it's not just targets for the companies. It's like some goals that I have personal. And so what are these things that you want to do? And then look for the ways how you can find the platforms and stages that can help you spread the world and inspire others to do that. And you might not have the plan at the beginning. I didn't have the plan at the beginning for the 1,000 women. So what I did, and so it's very significant to do that, is I went live. I went out there and I posted on LinkedIn in February 2020. I said, I want to do this. Is there anyone that can, connect me with people who have their own channels, recommend me to the platforms? Is there any advice, idea, and tip that people have within my community that, could support me along the way? And you would be surprised how many great things came. And one of the things as well was the introduction to Anna, because Anna Radulowski, the CEO of Women Tech Network, was because I publicly went out there and said, this is my mission for 2020. This is what I want to achieve. Can you support me along the way? And you will be very, very much surprised. What does it mean when you're open, when you're speaking out of your heart, because you're not, speaking out of to gain the profit, to create whatever. It's about, really telling that story out there and spreading the word with others. So I want you to take this with you back and to think about what is that message, what is that what is that message that you want people remember you for, that say, okay, yeah, Sarah did this and Samara is this person for that. If you want to talk about this specific topic, driving moms, then yes, definitely go and explore, go and talk to her, because she's the person for that. So my mission in 1,000 Women, because we are already we are running late and I see so many great comments. It's been very successful. It's been very successful thanks to people like yourself who showed up, who showed the interest, and as well to me, who didn't give up. So you know how 2020 was busy for all of us and challenging for all of us. So I was basically spending as much time and effort on the mission 1,000 Women as much as I was for my job. I have a full-time job, and apart from that, I'm a vice president of two great other communities, Female Leaders Network and Businesswomen of Bosnia and Herzegovina, where I actively contribute to all the activities. So it's been very, very, very busy 2020, but it was very rewarding. That feeling when you wake up in the morning and you feel like, okay, today I'm doing this thing, or I'm doing this interview, or I'm doing that podcast, or I'm have a chat with this person from across the world, and I know that we are going to do something amazing together. I know that we're going to start whatever initiative, or I'm going to show up at some other people's podcast and support and spread the word about them on my channels, and so on and so forth. So it's really about the impact, and it's about making sure that along the way we give back, we are of service, and with that in mind, we can move mountains. I'm living proof of that we can move mountains when we show up, when we are speaking out of heart, and when we are in service to others. It's not just about ours, it's being in service. And there's so many ways that we can do, and I know some of you are doing. So let me go back to your chat. I see so many people. Knowledge is power. Love the energy. Thank you so much. Excellent. Samara asking, is it going to include people trying to come to Austria? Not at the moment. Let's see what next year brings. So the idea with making it in Austria is to make sure interviewing this year. My goal is 100 people from 50 countries. So if you know someone that made a great career here in Austria, coming from abroad, please do let me know. Just send me a short message and I will pick it up over there. I know that Ronke is here. She's also a speaker, and I had the pleasure to interview her for my podcast, and she interviewed me for her Women in Technology Spotlight, which is a really cool podcast over there. So check it out, connect with people, network here, because that's the way how you can take your initiatives or your missions to the next level. And if you would like to start, one of the two or three free resources that I have available are on my LinkedIn profile. So if we haven't connected, please connect on LinkedIn. So I'm over there. So, and if you go into About Me section, you have a free downloads on networking. So how to start networking. So all about starting before, doing, and after the networking session. So, and starting your own virtual coffees, which have been successful for so many people from my network, some of them here as well. And of course, as well for the LinkedIn, as you know, I'm very fond of LinkedIn as a tool, as a platform to reach many people across the world, communities. So please feel free to go there and check it out. There are a couple of free resources that you can, freely download, and that can support you and elevate your mission to the next level. And of course, if you're curious about the Making It in Austria people, so there are already 42 interviews. So just go in YouTube and look for the Making It in Austria. I will be recording new ones in the coming weeks. So I would like to publish a couple of more before the summer, and then in September to get more and more people, and hopefully to you can join our LinkedIn group as well, and you can mingle and you can ask any question. So please use I would say before we close, use today's opportunities that are at your hand. So you can basically connect with anyone, anytime, anywhere in the world. And I think that's just fascinating. For me, it's just, gets me up in the morning and say, okay, I can talk to. Just the other day, I listened to one of the top person in the IBM world, IBM fellow. So he's rocking the AI world at the IBM, and I listened to one of his podcasts, and I just wrote him on LinkedIn, and we exchange the message, and we stay in touch. And there's so many things that I would like to ask him. So please use this opportunity, use this conference today, network with others, connect on LinkedIn, share your, write private messages over there, share your missions, share your podcast, YouTube channels, and so on and so forth. Cross-elevate, cross-support one another, cross-create missions, because there's so much that we can do together, and there's so much that we can do once we are in service, and once we are thinking thinking of others and creating opportunities for others. So thank you so much, Ronke. Thank you for sharing my LinkedIn profile. This is the beauty of community sharing profile. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. If there's any question left, please do let me know. I know you're joining for other sessions as well. But please feel free to reach me on. On LinkedIn, send me a private message, share this Women Tech amazing initiative that they're doing. So sending back love. I see love from India, and sending back love to India. It's so great, guys, to have you here. Thank you for spending the time with me. If there's anything else, please feel free to, drop a message, get in touch. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Savitas, for connecting. I wish you a great conference for the rest of the day. We stay in touch, and I'm really, really excited about all of your missions that you're going to start, and I'm sure you will, because I've seen that in the last year, and I've seen that they're just popping up more and more. And if there's any way that I can support you through my community, through LinkedIn, through any other resources that I have at my hand, so please feel free to send me a message, and then we take it from there. I'm very much available through LinkedIn mostly. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the conference, and we stay in touch. Yeah. Bye from Vienna. Bye from now. and looking forward to hearing your mission. So send me your messages. I would love to, hear from you, or maybe support you one way or the other by crafting and sharpening your message. Yeah. Cheers. Bye.